Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. It's Friday still. You're still looking amazing. And this is video 2 of 2. So, did you catch the first one? If you didn't, go check it out. Alibi for Dummies. Not all of you will need to watch it, but certainly some may. It was a video that I did the other day. It's supposed to come out then, didn't. Delay, and came out today. So, yeah, the day's wrong. Standard for me, I know. But in this video here, we're talking about something slightly different as we're going back to the PCA. And don't worry, with the weekend coming up, we are going to be venturing away from the Idaho 4 case as we talk about some of the dumb fuckery that's going on around some of the other cases, such as the Sebastian Rogers case still. What a palaver that is. But anyway, for now, like I say, we're going back into the PCA. And for that, I'm going to bring it up for you to have a look at. So look, we've wondered where people were on this night, some of these people. But if you look on this PCA, it says, on the evening of November 12th, 2022, Chapin and Knodel are seen by Bethany Funk at the Sigma Chi house on the University of Idaho campus at 735 Nez Perce Drive from approximately 9 p.m. on November 12th to 1:45 a.m. on November 13th. BF also estimated that at approximately 1:45 a.m., Chapin and Knodel returned to the King Road residence. BF also stated that Chapin did not live in the King Road residence, but was a guest of Knodel. And then it goes on to say Gonsalves and Mogan were at a local bar, the Corner Club, and goes on to say that, which we know. We still don't know where Dylan Mortensen was, on this night. Someone might know. I can't find it anywhere. I can't see where it actually states what Dylan Mortensen was doing all the way through this evening. But it certainly seems to suggest in this that Bethany Funk was at the party at the frat house with Xana and Ethan, which would lead me to believe that there's a possibility that Bethany Funk had seen what had happened at the party, because she can even state that Xana and Ethan left together and at what time they left together, as an approximation, obviously. But I'll tell you what, it always amazes me in these cases what everybody knows what the time was. You know, when I was younger and I used to be out, and going out drinking and partying and that, again, not that long ago because I'm not that old now, but certainly a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have known what the time was when things happened. Like if someone said, what time did Dave leave? I wouldn't have known what fucking time Dave left, where we was. I wouldn't have known anything. I had a lot of friends called Dave, by the way, about 6. But point being, she was obviously with them, and when you factor in the potential for exculpatory evidence, and that is based on Bethany Funk's experiences on that night that were unique to her. That was the statement that was used by the private investigator who had come forward to Anne and said, look, we've got to get hold of this person and bring him in. Just found it quite interesting that we don't know where Dylan Mortensen was. There just seems to be nothing that states where they were whatsoever. Like, this goes on to say that Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk confirm that everybody... Well, it doesn't. It says the residents. Let's just look at this, because this is... I don't know how you can interpret this in different ways, because it says DM and BF, so Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk, both made statements during interviews that indicated the occupants of the King Road residence were at home by 2 a.m. and asleep, or at least in their rooms, by approximately 4 a.m. Now, my interpretation of this, because it's talking about here, Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk both made statements during interviews that indicated that the occupants of the King Road residence were at home by 2 a.m. and asleep, or at least in their rooms, by approximately 4 a.m. So you could interpret this as that Bethany Funk, her statement confirms at what time they would have been home by, because she obviously is at the party here. She is actually at the Sigma Chi house. So is she saying that she didn't say she left with them? She is basically saying that she was with them there. between 9 p.m. and 1:45 a.m. And she's clarifying that that is when they left. And again, she is just stating that that is when they left, not that we all left together and headed home, just that they left and went home. So if you factor in that probably 15-minute walk, that would coincide with this statement that would indicate that they were home by 2 a.m. But nowhere in this does it confirm that Bethany Funk was actually at the house. It doesn't say that. It just basically uses this cleverly here to make it look like Dylan Mortensen and Bethany Funk are both at the house, which you could interpret it that way, when in fact it doesn't say that, and it doesn't actually say where. It doesn't indicate that Bethany Funk is saying I went home at a certain time. It's just cleverly sort of utilising that earlier statement that coincides with the leaving the party and being home, and potentially Dylan Mortensen being at home and confirming what time, they arrived back and they are in their rooms. Do you know what I mean? It's an odd one. And I feel that this is very, very important, because I now do wonder whether Bethany Funk was even at this house. Was she not at this house at all? Or did she come back later, and did she see or hear something when she came back? Again, I could be reading into this too much. Please let me know. If you're someone who has access to this, go and have a look. I'll put the link in the description for it so you can go and check it out yourself. But again, the way I am reading this is that, again, Bethany Funk was out with them. They then left and left her there. And then later on, it's just utilising her basically saying, they left here at 1:45 to kind of indicate their time of getting home. But there is nothing that would suggest that Bethany Funk left and went home, or she was there early. In fact, this could be indicating that Bethany Funk wasn't there. And again, so that would lead me to question, when did she actually get home? Did she get home before the crimes happened? Did she get home earlier on in the morning? What time did she get home? And if she got home, what did she see when she got home? And since she's good at times, what if she turned around and said she got home at 4:30 and heard Xana or heard Ethan, or the bedroom doors were all shut, for instance, just said something that would indicate that there is something strange going on here? Let me know what you think. Do we need to look more into this? Where was Bethany Funk on the night that this happened, and could that tie in to the claim of exculpatory evidence? Let me know, and I'll catch you all in the next one.